Hello and welcome back to another Cloudisms video. Today I've got 3 more easy build guides, this time on the Titan Void 3.0 subclass. So for starters, of course, we are going to be running the Sentinel class. I like to run Ward of Dawn personally. It's going to free up my mod slots a lot more as a solo player, and it'll help my team if I'm running in a group setting. The Sentinel Shield is also very good. It's really personal preference. However, like I said, me personally, I like to have those extra mod slots so I don't have to try to build empowerment myself. I can just rely on my super. And it's also great tanky. I'm just going to panic and sit in here for a second. Of course, like I was saying, this one's great for just clearing ads. However, I feel like with this build, I can do the exact same thing that this can do, just with my grenade and expulsion mod. So for my abilities, I'm running Rally Barricade. I feel like this fits my needs perfectly. I can get just a little bit of cover I need. I'll get a ton of reload speed if I want to hide behind it. And I'm also going to be getting my Overshield from this guy as well. So I'm going to feel really safe with this guy. If you do feel like you're in danger, don't be afraid to swap out to the Towering Barricade. It is really up to you. I run Strafe Lift, that's just personal preference, and I've been experimenting with the shield throw. Obviously it's not amazing, it doesn't do insane damage. I don't feel like that's what it's for though. It's more of just an overshield generator than it is a damage dealer. So I'm going to be running this, however you can try this if you like. We're running Vortex Grenade. I tried to make suppressor builds, I really did, but the Vortex is just so strong. I feel like unless this thing gets nerfed, I will be running these on every single build. For my aspects, this was another tough decision. I am obsessed with controlled demolition, but I do feel like I can accomplish similar things, if not the exact same, with the Echo of Expulsion. And we, of course, do have the new artifact mod that gives us the mod that does basically the same thing, but it applies to your weapons. So I'm going to be running Offensive Bulwark and Bastion. Bastion is going to be me casting my Barricade, will give me an Overshield along with any allies near me. This is a really strong Overshield, and it is incredible for just staying alive and, you know, just getting kills and getting your grenades back. So, as I was saying, getting your grenades back, thanks to Offensive Bulwark, whenever we have an Overshield, thanks to this mod or our shield throw, we're going to be getting our grenade back significantly faster, and our melee, our little shield throw that does no damage, is now going to be doing a little bit of damage. So this is going to feel really great paired with Bastion alongside our Sentinel Shield, and we're just going to be spamming so many grenades thanks to it. So of course I'm running Echo of Expulsion. That way enemies are going to be exploding just from me throwing my grenade. It's going to be excellent AoE crowd control. I'm running Echo of Exchange. This is going to allow my shield throw to give me my grenades back a lot quicker. I'm actually thinking about swapping it out for grenades giving melee energy, just because my shield does seem to be what I'm missing out the most, but please experiment between these two on your own. If you do feel like you're not getting your shield as much as you'd like to, swap these two and you'll feel a lot better uptime on your shield. I'm bringing Echo of Undermining. This is so great. It's just a 15% debuff upon throwing your grenade, so definitely run this no matter what, unless you're running something like a tractor cannon. For my build, the first one at least, I'm going to be running one of my favorites, the Witherhoard. Paired with the Vortex Grenade, this is just a match made in heaven. It's going to suck enemies in with the Vortex Grenade, and the Witherhoard is just going to chunk them down incredibly quick. I also like to combo the shield throw with this, so I will have all of my buffs thanks to my chest piece, which we'll talk about later, and I'll throw my grenades, suck them all in, shoot my Witherhoard, and then I'm going to throw my shield throw, and it's going to get me a crap ton of overshield alongside doing a ton of damage. I am running the new Arc Recluse, the Void Recluse. This thing is insane. It is really strong. Definitely try to pick this thing up whenever you can, because it is going to be a definite must-have this season. Something like Frenzy or Reload perk is going to be perfect for this. If you do like a plink-plongy playstyle, Vouchsafe is going to fit into this build perfectly as well. If you like to just chill behind your barricade and get kills, this is the weapon you're going to want this season. There are some good pulse rifle options as well, but these are just the first two that come to mind for me. Please feel free to fit in whatever you like. I'm going to be running the Red Herring. This thing is insane blast radius. It'll clear out mobs as quickly as you need it to. I am also experimenting with Golden Tricorn, but you can get more consistent perks such as Frenzy on this, so just try out a Void Rocket that you prefer. This is my personal choice right now while I am leveling. So if I do want to play into Tricorn, all I need to do is kill a bunch of ads with this rocket, and I get a grenade kill, and I'm now doing 33% more damage, which is significant. So for my armor mods, sorry for the pings in the background, I should have turned Discord off, but I didn't. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Again, apologies, my bad. Anyways, on the helmet, I'm running Fonts of Might. This is going to be a Fonts of Might build with a rocket launcher ammo finder and a harmonic siphon. I've also got Discipline mod. The harmonic siphon is just going to pair perfectly with my little recluse here alongside my rocket. On my arms, I've got the Elemental Sign Violation, which is going to make my Fonts of Might last 17 seconds instead of the normal 10. I got a grenade kickstart, so I get some grenade energy back upon throwing my grenade. On the chest piece, we're running the Heart of Inmost Light. This is going to be perfect for this build. It's going to regen my abilities faster, and it's going to make my melee and grenades do more damage. The barricade's going to have more health. We're running another Font of Might to benefit from Elemental Sign Violation. We've got the rocket launcher reserves to get a 9th shot on my field prep rocket. Got the thermal shock plating, which you guys can get from the artifact. It is incredible. It's basically just arc and solar combined and one mod to resistance. Now this mod is super crucial to this build in particular. This is the Reaping Wellmaker mod, which is after you activate your barricade, you get a kill, and it will 100% consistently give you a void elemental well. So whenever you enter a fight, you pop your barricade, you kill an enemy, and every single time you're going to have immediate uptime on void damage boosts. We're running the rocket launcher scavenger for 1 point. This is from the artifact as well. It's really, really strong this season, so if you're running rockets, definitely pick this up. Better already to get our health back upon picking up an orb. This is going to pair nicely with our harmonic siphon on our helmets. However, you can swap this out if you would really like to. On our Titan mark, we are running Elemental Ordnance. Of course, this is going to be one of the most consistent Wellmaker mods. If you are loving your throwing shield, you can swap out to the 1 point cost melee Wellmaker. It is up to you. However, I feel like the Elemental Ordnance is going to be a way more consistent, always kill the enemy mod. We're running 2 bombers. Since we're going to be popping our barricade a ton, we are going to be getting basically almost infinite grenades. We're going to have it whenever we need it, so this is just going to help that even more. I am running close to 100 discipline. Unfortunately, my stats are a little bad right now, but that's okay. With all that in mind, let's go ahead and jump into the first build. Alrighty, so here we are with the first build. My main goal here is going to be using my barricade before I enter a fight. That's going to give me my overcharged grenade and melee. It's also going to give me an overshield to get my ability regens going. I'm also going to guarantee myself a well upon my first kill here, just from the Well of Tenacity mod. So as you can see, a nice little void well is going to pop out. That's going to give me some ability regen and a nice void weapon boost. So we're going to knock these guys out, and I'm going to try to play as aggressively as I can here, just to keep the build theme alive. And we're going to get this Acolyte to spawn here. Let's kind of kill him as quick as possible. He's gone instantly, and squish him. So we've still got some overshield abilities here, so let's go and put down our barricade to get some overshield. We can go ahead and knock all these guys out. Another well just for putting our overshield and killing somebody. Get all these guys with our little combo of AoE, and run right over here. Get some more overshield off of our melee there. That's going to guarantee we're getting our abilities back. I could pop my shield here, excuse me, my super to get some more safety here, but I'm going to avoid that just for the sake of proving this build is strong. So we're going to get a kill there, as well as kill this knight, just to get him out of the way. And as you can see, I've still got my barricade giving me overshield just because I'm standing near it. This guy's going to push us a little bit, which isn't a problem. We'll just come over here and put a new barricade down, saving our life. Let's throw a shield at this guy because it's going to do some more damage, and throw our Witherhoard rocket. It's going to go down from that. And we'll start running at this guy over here. Not a care in the world, because we could just heal with our barricade if we really needed to. He's going to stand in our Witherhoard, actually just adjacent to it, which is no problem. We'll just melt him with our loose. These guys aren't too scary. Thankfully, we can just run straight at them and knock all these guys out. Let's go put a barricade down and get some more ability regens along with the overshield. This is our damage boost, so we can chuck all of our stuff out here, doing a ton of damage with our grenade and our little shield there. So that's going to do just nicely. As you can see, we're just tearing through these ads with our void weapon boost. Not a care in the world. I'm going to throw a Witherhoard on this guy. This grenade. He's going to be a goner. Pop a shield down. There's 2 more dudes who are going to come at us. No worry whatsoever. They're just going to get blinded by our shield and perish. So So that's the idea of the build. Hopefully I showed it off a little bit well there. I'm not too sure how this is going to come out, but that's a-okay. I didn't really use my rocket too much, but you can try to micromanage the golden tricorn perk there, which I wasn't too worried about. I was doing well enough damage with my SMG and my Witherhoard. You can also, of course, use your bubble. If I use my bubble, you can see my abilities are going to regenerate super quick, the same as they would if I had my overshield. So this is just me staying inside of it, and if I step outside, you can see they're going to continue at the same pace. And if I throw my shield, getting even more regeneration on my barricade. So it's a really powerful build for having just abilities all the time, which is personally how I like to play this game. So I'll always be able to weaken things with my grenade. I'll always be able to buff myself with Weapons of Light, with the new bubble cooldown being super short. Oh, hello there. And I can always get little wells to get an extra void damage boost. Use my void rocket with it, along with my ad clearing weapon. So it feels really good. Definitely recommend you guys try this out. Now, when my overshield's up, it is going to make my grenade generate a lot faster, as well as my melee is going to do some more damage. So we're going to go and throw a little nuke combo out there, and we're going to kill this guy with our rockets, hopefully. If I don't just get stuck on the ground here. Yeah, it's an easy kill for us, as we almost die. As we got killed by our own Witherhoard. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's not a common occurrence, I'm not going to lie. Take two, shall we?
Come meet me outside the fortress. Just be discreet, all right?
Alright, so here we are with the second build here, and this is going to be a bit of a strange one. I get what you're seeing immediately, but just bear with me here for a moment. So, for starters, we have a blind grenade launcher in our primary with Demolitionist. I do love demo, and if you can somehow manage to get a demo blinding GL, definitely give it a shot. I am running the Ruinous effigy in my special slot here. You'll see how this works out later on, but it is incredible for the damage reduction we're going to be getting, along with the nice chunks of DPS we're going to be able to do. Alongside this, I'm pairing a Void Sword. There's 100 different Void Swords you could use, so choose what you fancy. I do feel like Surrounded's a good pick for this. If you would like to stick with something like a rocket or something like a machine gun, feel free to do so. It's really up to you. I feel like with the amount of survivability this build has, I'm able to run a sword quite safely, but again, it is up to you. I'm running the Mask of the Quiet One, which is something you may not have seen in quite a while. It is going to be very nice with the survivability. We are going to be getting ability energy when we're damaged, which we will be doing a lot, and when we're critically wounded, we'll regain maximum health on killing enemies. It isn't a immediate heal like something like Devour. It's going to be just a recovery heal, basically, but it is still going to help out a ton, especially with the ability energy. On our helmet, we're going to be running Elemental Armaments alongside a Trace Rifle Ammo Finder, Harmonic Siphon, and Stat Mod. On our gloves, I'm running Elemental Time Dilation and Grenade Kickstarts. The chest piece, we're going to want as much defense as possible, so we're running a Void Resistance along with both the Arc and the Solar Resistance with Thermoshock plating. And we've got the Well of Tenacity mod for the extra resist damage. On our boots, we're going to be running a... what is this called? Reaping Wallmaker. Sorry, I don't remember these about half the time. We're going to be running a Trace Rifle Scavenger for our lovely Trace Rifle, alongside a Better Already mod to pair nicely with Harmonic Siphon. On the mark, we're going to be running a Fonts of Might, alongside 2 Perpetuations, so we're going to be getting our class ability back upon casting it. This is going to help me keep uptime on my barricade a lot nicer than if I was running Double Bomber and getting my grenades. A couple notes about this build is, yes, we're using Ruinous Effigy, so we are going to be very aggressive here, and you'll notice we aren't doubling up on Fonts of Might or Tenacity here, but just running one Elemental Time Dilation is going to give us a nice boost. For example, our Well of Tenacity is going to be now at 8 seconds instead of, I think it's either 4 or 5 seconds without time dilation, and we're going to be around 13 seconds with Font of Might compared to something like 10 seconds, so it will still help. However, if you do feel you need some more consistent wells, you can swap out time dilation here for Ordnance. However, I found this to be working just fine with Armaments, my sword, Ruinous, and Reaping Wellmaker. So do what feels right for you, but if you're going to swap anything, swap out time dilation here. Alright, so let's jump into the gameplay here. Alrighty, so here we are with the second build, and I will be the first to admit this. This definitely isn't the safest build in the world. However, it is so much fun, I would feel like a fool if I didn't include it. It is going to be potent on the Legendary campaign, as I will try to showcase my best of my ability here. As you can see, we're just going to try to be rushing enemies down as quickly as possible, slicing away. Thanks to our elemental armaments there, we are going to be getting some wells just off of the weapon builds now, which is going to help just a little bit, especially with our new linear fusion rifle, or what's this thing called? I was forgetting. Anyways, we're going to come in here for another slam. We're just going to run at these guys with little care. We've got resist and we're blocking, so we're honestly just fine. I can just play in here as risky as I would absolutely love to, which I will continue to do so. We're just going to keep slicing guys. You can see I've almost died so many times, but thanks to resist and the mess with Quiet One, along with blocking with Transmutes here, I can tank so much damage just back to back to back. I'm not even worried. And I'll just keep running in. Okay, that guy did almost hit me, thanks to that little moth, but what can I say? Moths are the most dangerous enemy in this game. We're just going to wait out this Blade Ravager, then I'm going to grab that spear, and I'm going to drop it on his face. So it's probably almost done. We're just going to run in. Oh my gosh, it expired right before I picked it up. That's okay. We're going to get our overshield. We're just going to start sorting this guy down. And slam. He's dead. Did it not even despawn? Just a fool. Okay, that's fine. We're going to keep moving along here. Chuck my nade.
What are they even doing here?
Okay, I was going to say I'm going to chuck my nade and grab this and run in, but I guess I will not be doing that. I would like some to get a little closer so I can make a new sphere. It looks like most of the enemies just straight up fell over from my nade, so that's cool. But let's run in here, do the damage we meant to do with our little guy. And you can see it didn't kill everybody, but it did enough chunk damage, and these guys are all going to be blinded from our transmute sphere. So if I come in here again, I'm just going to block a little bit. You can see I'm super tanky. These guys are all getting blinded from me blocking. They have no idea what to do. And then I'll just do it and take it down. I don't know how strong that looked. I mean, it is fun, it is good, but whenever that you are going to be in a long-range scenario, this build will definitely suffer. In short little areas like this, or areas where you can just run up and do a ton of DPS, it's going to be great, because you could do a sweet combo with your slam onto your other slam, and if you have a nade mixed in with that, it's going to do so much. It's going to pretty much delete almost anything that you're trying to take down. You will have the resistance from the Well of Tenacity. It'll help out a ton, along with the healing from the Mask of the Quiet One. So, I don't know, give it a shot. If you like it, continue on with it. I did play quite a few levels with this build just because it is an absolute blast. The new exotic damage on the Trace Rifles feels great. I'm just melting through enemies, and I'm absolutely fine on ammo. If I'm ever in a super dangerous spot, I'll just shoot my blinding grenade launcher, and I'll run in, block with my Ruinous Orb, and slam. So, like I said, try it out. It might not be for you, but let's go ahead and move on to the next build. Alrighty, so here we are with the third and final build, and this one is going to be a very different build. We've actually got a Glaive build this time. So, I did end up swapping over to the Echo Provision. You guys would probably want to do the same. If you're going to be running the Glaive build, that is. And for the helmet mod, a little bit has changed. We're running elemental armaments on our helmets. We are still running everything else absolutely the same. I was experimenting with rockets and the tractor. I ended up settling on the tractor, but Deathbringer's also a great swap in as well. On our gloves, we're going to be running the Glaive Dexterity alongside Elemental Ordnance and the Grenade Kickstart. On the chest piece, I decided to go with Heart of Immortal Slight just to help with the non-Glaive situations. I am running a Fonts of Might along with a Rocket Reserve, which I'm currently not really taking much advantage of. I've got the Thermoshock plating still. Nothing has changed there. We are running a Glaive Scavenger, so we're making sure we're topped up on Glaive ammo at all times. I'm running the Reaping Wallmaker still. It's still such a great pick if you're running Heart of Immolate in particular. On our mark, we are going to be running the most important mod to come with this build, which is the Suppressing Glaive. Now, if I ever shoot an enemy or stab an enemy with my Glaive, it's going to suppress them, making them confused. They won't ever shoot back at me, and if they're a Hive Guardian, it'll suppress their super as well. We are going to be running the Well of Tenacity for some extra survivability on this. I highly recommend you guys do the same. That about wraps it up. I will show you guys how this is going to go down in the gameplay, and hopefully it comes out as clean as it has been. Alrighty, so here we are with the third and final build, and this is actually going to be a Glaive build. So it's going to start out a lot of the same ways as the other builds, where we're going to give ourselves our overshield, and we're just going to kind of run around and go crazy. So we're just going to keep using our abilities, clearing ads with our Osmosis weapon, or whatever weapon we end up using. And as you can see, I don't really like that guy over there. He's giving me some weird vibes, so I'm going to want to stop whatever it is he's doing. So we're just going to shoot him once with our Glaive. And as you can see, he's going to get that purple little glowy stuff all over him and a red little mist above his head. That means he's suppressed, so he's not going to shoot at me. He's just going to kind of wander around aimlessly for a while. It just now ran out. As you can see, the purple went away, and he's going to start attacking me again. But if I really don't want him to do that, which I currently don't, all I have to do is shoot and or melee him with my Glaive. Oh no. Once again, because he's really just having this boy. So let's go ahead and thin these ads out a little bit so we can show that off a bit better. Hello, good sir. Alright, my man. Go throw our shield at you. Thank you very much. And this guy is in a super. I don't really like that. We're just gonna go shoot him once, and I'm just gonna knock this guy out. He's being a little awkward. I'm gonna go and just kill him and try to dodge this blade barrage. It's actually not coming in. Let's see, we've had resist for a long uptime on here. We should have just died to those stalls. But these ones we can just stab once. They're all gonna go down thanks to the AoE cleaving on the Glaive. Let's get in here a little closer and just start messing up these dudes. If anybody's giving you a problem, you just shoot them once, and they're going to be surprised. It isn't just the big guys. You can do it to literally anyone, and then just stop attacking. We're going to try not to die to that moth. Please don't kill me. Thank you much. And we're going to shoot this guy over here. I actually think this guy is special where he won't. Yeah, this guy doesn't really care if you suppress him. Most of the Hive Guardians won't be like this, but this dude in particular is a real jerk. So we're just going to fight him normally. We're going to try to without dying. And the Glaive will actually do pretty good damage on its own. So we're just going to let that happen alongside our abilities. I've got my shield, so I'm going to use that. I wonder if this suppressing his super actually work. Okay, so that will actually work. However, the other effect of him not shooting back at me. So we'll just kill this guy real quick. Still not the biggest deal, even though we couldn't just permanently stun this guy. I'm going to try not to kill the big guys here and just kill the little dudes so I can show this off on them as well. So good sir, I don't understand why these guys have to teleport so much in this area, but I am willing to forgive them. So we'll go and kill them, get our overshield, kind of start chilling. As you can see, I really don't like these guys shooting at me, so I will just shoot him once, and he's going to leave me alone. Dang, he really took that one for his home, but you can see that guy's just freaking out in the corner now. He's not going to give me any more problems. Mr. Abomination, he will do the same. You can see we just shoot him once, he's going to be really confused. If I ever don't want this guy to be here anymore, I'll just suppress him and just melee away. I can permanently stun lock somebody with my melee, just permanently hitting them with it. So let's go and bless all these guys. You can see everybody's confused now. I can just knife away to my heart's content without any fear of dying here. So this guy's still suppressed over all that time. If I was scared, I could just shoot him one more time and just melee away. No problem whatsoever. Now if I ever want to get myself overshield, I can do so easily. Push my little throwing shield. Everything's just fine. I'm not scared at all when I'm running this build. I can just suppress at any command whatsoever. I don't even need to suppress grenades. I can still use my beloved Vortex and be a-okay. So I think it's pretty clear how strong this build can be. You can obviously swap a lot of pieces out. I do like to run the tractor cannon just to kill those light bearing guys really quickly. However, I also have found a lot of success pairing this with a Witherhoard or a Cryosthesia, just so you can get the extra melee damage upon freezing a champ. You can actually freeze those light bearers, so this is a great option to swap in as well. Feel free to use whatever you feel comfortable with. This is just a quick and easy melting solution that I've found, is comparing these two together. There are some other exotic options. Of course, you can still run Quiet One. You could even run the Doom Fangs to get your Sentinel Shield if you'd like to run the Sentinel Shield instead. It's really up to you. There's a lot of variety that you can do with this Glaive build. It really just relies on that suppressing Glaive perk. So I hope these builds have helped you out. I know they made my runs a lot easier. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.